Hey guys, Dr. Nixon here. Welcome to Metabolism Makeover. The tribe has spoken. We did voting in the office. We did it online on Instagram to ask you guys what you wanted to learn about metabolism. And we had a lot of great responses. We're so thankful for all y'all who voted and gave us some feedback. And so these numbers behind me, so many people voted on, they wanted to learn how to increase a slow metabolism. So we're going to spend some time today. Today's part one of a three-part series on all about metabolism. And so metabolism is energy, it's weight loss, it's how you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's your digestive system. So if you've been diagnosed or struggling with things like IBS or constipation, things like acid reflux, any type of digestive distress, things like bloating or candida issues, you want to pay attention over the next 3 weeks. We're going to dive into it today. We're going to do Metabolism 101, the basics of what to do to jumpstart your metabolism, really help get your digestive system moving, some simple and practical steps when it comes to nutrition and supplementation that you guys can do to take care of your digestive system. So if you know anybody who's been struggling with these issues, share this with them, hit the like button, hit the share button. We want to help as many people as possible. So, hey, if you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Nixon. My wife and I own a practice in Winston-Salem called Twin City Health. That's our amazing team. We're so grateful for every single one of them. And we love our city. And our mission, vision really is just to see people experience their God-given health potential. We believe the body is good. We know God created it well. It's created to work and to heal. And for us, just to be good stewards of it. It's not about perfection, health, nutrition. It's not about being necessarily perfect, but it is about making progress. I want to make progress in my health and in my life. That means so many different things for everybody. But at the end of the day, it's like when I'm healthy, I can do the things I love to do. I can do the things God's called me to do. I have energy. I feel good. I can, whether it's ministry or work or being just the most amazing dad in the whole world. For me, it's like, man, when I'm healthy, I just feel better and different. So I want to do things, practical, natural, holistic health things that I can just apply every single day in my life and in my lifestyle to better my health. And just remember, when it comes to nutrition, we're going to dive into that today. It's really lifestyle changes that last. This is not a, just take this magic pill and you'll lose weight. This is not that. This is lifestyle changes. One of the things I always say is fad diets fade. It's lifestyle changes that last. And so we're grateful for y'all hopping on and joining us. And so let's jump into it. Metabolism Makeover. And I want y'all to know, oh man, look at that picture. I did not grow up eating this way. When it comes to, healthy food or natural food or holistic anything, we grew up, myself, I grew up just fast food diet. My parents worked hard and a lot. And so we ate fast food, multiple days a week. In college, it was just really kind of the same thing. And so when I met my wife, whom I love so very much, she really has been just a huge part of me changing my lifestyle, changing my nutrition. She has made so many lifestyle changes through the course of her life, and she's so encouraging, and she's been so helpful for me. But that's us. I'm so grateful for my wife. She's amazing. But so it's small changes. We call them baby steps along the way. You're not going to magically change everything overnight. Some of you will. Most of us won't. Like for me, it took steps and days and years to make these lifestyle changes. But so in today's webinar, just pick one or two things that you can change and start applying to your health now. If you do nothing, you're not going to change anything. But take an action step. So how do we know if we need some metabolic change? For most of us reading this list, you might pick up on, maybe one or two things where it's like, man, I feel like I could increase some of these things or help these things feel better. So if you're dealing with any of these, this might be a sign that your metabolism needs a boost. So ongoing fatigue or chronic fatigue, where you're just constantly or frequently tired. The sensation of feeling cold more often than not can be a sign of slow metabolism, or even something called hypothyroidism. Thinning hair on your head or hair loss can be, not always, but can be a sign of a slower metabolism. Really dry skin, cracked or really dry skin, low libido, irregular menstrual cycles, irregular periods, brittle fingernails can be a sign of nutrient deficiency. Constipation, slow moving bowels can be another big one. Just having a slower than normal digestive system. Weight loss resistance. All right, this is a big one. So if you're out there and you're like, man, I've tried so many things when it comes to weight loss or different supplements, and it works when I do it, right? But when I stop doing it or I go back kind of the other way, all the weight gain comes back. This might be really helpful for you to just boost your metabolism. And the last one there, brain fog. I think so many people struggle with one or more of these issues, and brain fog being one where it's just lack of clarity, hard to find your words. You walk into the kitchen and you're like, what did I walk in here for? Or just the kind of that overall feeling of lower than normal brain clarity or energy. It's amazing that changing your metabolism can actually change your brain. So here's how that happens. It's called the gut-brain connection. What you put in your gut affects your brain. And an example of that is if someone drinks alcohol, it goes into their stomach, it obviously affects their brain. What you put in your gut affects your brain every single time in a positive or negative way. So I want to give you guys some positive ways that you can affect your brain. There's different foods that we can consume that will bring energy to your brain and to your nervous system. So here's 4 keys. I'm going to walk you guys through 4 keys to increase your metabolism naturally. Number one being, don't count calories. Right? What we know is calories are not created equal. 1 calorie from a Twinkie is very different than 1 calorie from an almond, so to speak. Right? Calories are created absolutely different, and they affect your body different. So don't get in the habit of counting calories. A lot of people end up doing that, put themselves on a like a starvation kind of diet or a caloric deficiency diet, where their goal is just to burn more calories than they're eating, and so they end up eating less, and then they work out a lot, and ultimately they can lose weight. But when they get back to eating a normal or healthy amount of calories, their metabolism is so slow. They've actually just depleted their metabolism. So don't do that. Don't do that. One of the things you can do, or another natural way to increase your metabolism, is to try keto and carb cycling. So ketogenic diet has become really, really popular. If you've never heard of it, I'll try to make it really simple and not complicated. And honestly, you can get really, really deep into the science of ketogenesis and ketogenic diet and how to do it. But for most of us, what it really is going to mean is a diet that has a lot of healthy fats, a lot of healthy protein, and not a lot of carbs. So what that would, maybe practically look like, if you're trying to boost your metabolism, you would have some form of clean, healthy protein. So maybe grass-fed steak or free-range chicken. You would put that on a bed of spinach. You have things like olives. You put some olive oil on that. You throw some avocado, you throw some sea salt, some cracked pepper, throw some cucumber on there, whatever type of different root vegetables that you like, whether it's carrots or parsnips or any type of root vegetable, throw that on there. You can add tomatoes if you're into that sort of thing. I don't love tomatoes. I'm sorry. My wife does love tomatoes. But anyways, and so that would be high fat. So you got the avocado, you got the olive oil, you got the grass-fed beef, high protein and low carbs. So a keto and carb cycling might look like this. And there's no necessarily right or wrong way to do it. You can get creative with it. But one of the things I would try is if you're interested in maybe doing the ketogenic diet or you want to boost your metabolism, one of the things I would try is go a couple days in a row following a ketogenic diet, and on that third day, add in a little bit of carbs. So when I say a little bit, this doesn't mean, going off the deep end and eating anything you want and Snickers bars and cake and all that stuff. It means adding in some healthy carbohydrates. And so that might look like sprouted bread, right? It might look like sourdough, real sourdough bread, but doing a keto carb cycle might be a good idea. Some people would go 5 days of the week, right? During the work week, they're doing ketogenesis. And on maybe Saturday or on Sunday, they're doing carb cycling, where they're getting some carbohydrates into the body. So even just switching it up like that has been shown to boost your metabolism. And a lot of healthy fats, remember, healthy fats help your body burn fat. So give that a shot. Here's the third thing. You want to avoid metabolism killers. There are certain things that will destroy your metabolism. And this goes across the board, whether you're tall or short or big or thin. There are certain things that will slow down your metabolism. And quite frankly, it's really because they're not real foods. So number one is going to be processed grains. Processed grains will slow down your metabolism. So processed breads and crackers and pastas. Bread and carbohydrates actually break down in your body via a nutrient called amylase, and it actually turns bread into sugar. I've seen research studies done where it talked about two slices of whole wheat bread increased the patient's blood sugar more than a Snicker bar. So you have to be really careful when it comes to even things like whole grain. I know for a lot of us, we were taught whole grain's good for you. The reality is, well, it turns into sugar, as does things like pasta. So that's a metabolism killer. Another one is processed vegetable oils. Peanut oil, vegetable oil. The worst one would be canola oil. Those types of oils, they often are rancid oils. They will increase your bad cholesterol. They'll increase your triglycerides. They will slow down your metabolism. So you want to avoid those things. And the last one is sugar, processed sugar. And really, it's just the amount of it, right? As Americans, we are consuming way more sugar than we need to. And a lot of times it's because it's hidden. It's hidden. So many people now are realizing where sugar is hidden. Hey, if you found sugar in any type of food product that you were like, why is there sugar in blank? Post that in the comments, share it with people. We want to know. I've seen sugar in so many things. I'm like, why is it in there? Why is sugar in there? So post that if you know, if you've just reading food labels and you're like, man, I found sugar in my blank, put it on there. Help all of us just learn, become educated on how to find hidden sugars in our food. So that's number 3. Number 4, we want to eat more metabolism boosters. So this is great. All right. So I want to talk about metabolism boosters. There's certain things that you can do to actually boost your metabolism. We're going to jump into these. And again, keep an eye out for a couple of them that you're not consuming on a weekly basis, and add them into your life. Add them into your body, into your digestive system. If you're struggling with things like IBS or constipation, this first one right here is going to be really, really helpful for you. Number 1, chia seeds. Chia seeds, it's a seed that they used in ancient times, and they would actually see ancient warriors would use chia seeds as a nutrient to sustain their energy. So even today, you'll see chia seeds in a lot of, whether it's protein bars or things that are geared towards endurance athletes. One of the reasons why chia seeds absorbs a lot of water. And so when you mix it with water, it absorbs a lot of it and will keep you hydrated. It'll keep you hydrated. One of the big things, if you're looking to if you're looking to maybe not eat as much food, or if you're constantly craving food, one of the things you might want to do is just actually drink more water. Sometimes people will find when they feel hungry, if they would just hydrate and drink a glass of water or water with a little bit of lemon, they would feel like, oh, I'm satiated. I actually feel good. I was actually just dehydrated and need some water. So chia seeds absorb a lot of water. They are loaded in omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids is good for your brain. Your brain is made of EPA and DHA fats. So get chia seeds into your body. It'll also help to lubricate your colon and your small intestine, which helps things move. Helps your digestive system move. Helps gut motility. So add chia seeds in. You can add them to your smoothies. It's a pretty easy way to do it. Some people add it to yogurt. If you have a favorite chia seed recipe, please share it with us. We'd love to share that with people. So post in the comments there, chia seeds, how do you use them? Number 2, probiotic rich foods. This one's one of my favorites. I did not grow up eating things like sauerkraut. As an adult, one of our friends' parents made homemade sauerkraut. We put it on our scrambled eggs, and I was a believer from that moment. It's delicious. So this is fermented cabbage is how you make sauerkraut. Kimchi is another example. Kimchi would be a Korean fermented vegetables. There's things like fermented pickles. There's a company called Bubby's. Is that right? I think it's called, yep, Bubby's Pickles. You can find that at Whole Foods, Fresh Market carries them, Thrive Market online. Bubby's Pickles is a fermented pickle. So if you love pickles, it's fermented. Fermentation drives up the probiotic count. This is really, really important. I'll talk about probiotics in a minute for a healthy digestive system and metabolism, but get fermented foods into your body if you're looking to increase your metabolism. If you hate, if I just said all those words and you're like, I don't like sauerkraut, I don't like kimchi, I don't like pickles, I'm not eating that stuff, I don't like what he's talking about, I'll just take a slow metabolism, there's something else that you can do. You can take a probiotic supplement. So I try to remind people, I prefer food first. It just seems like a lot more sustainable way, has a lot more nutrients in it. But if you're not going to do probiotic rich foods, then by all means, take a probiotic supplement. I would highly encourage that. You have, just so you know, you have more bacteria in your gut than you do cells in your body. There are trillions of probiotics in your digestive system. They play a role in digestion, in neurotransmitter production, in B vitamin production, which is energy. This is one of the main reasons why when you help your metabolism, your energy will increase. When you consume probiotic-rich foods, you'll have more energy. When you consume probiotic-rich foods, your metabolism will rev up. If there is one thing I can encourage all of you to do, it really would be to get more fermented vegetables or more fermented foods into your life. So again, the probiotics or the kimchi, but if you're not, then please, by all means, take the supplement version of it. Here's the key with probiotic supplements. You don't want to take the same one forever. You want diversity. Just like in our culture, we want diversity. A healthy microbiome is better when there are more different strains in the environment. And so what that means is this one right here, and we can post the link in the comments there. That's a probiotic that we sell out of our office. It says 50B. The B stands for billion, has 50 billion is the amount of probiotics you'll get in that supplement. But what I would encourage is I would use that for a couple months, and then I'd switch to another one. There's a company called bioray.com that has an amazing probiotic that I will also use. There's a company called Garden of Life that has a powdered version of a probiotic that I'll also switch up and use. The big key is to change up the environment, or change up the amount of the different strains in a probiotic. Same thing with kiddos. With Lincoln, he's 3 now, and I have him on a probiotic. We'll use it a couple times a week. It is from the company called BioRay. We can post that in the comments as well, but it's BioRay Kids is the probiotic that he uses, and it's so good. So hey, I love this right here. Hey Charlotte, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. There is a local company, local to Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Triad, Fermentology. They make amazing sauerkrauts. We'll often get their stuff from the Cobblestone farmer's market, but Fermentology does an amazing job at doing good sauerkrauts and kimchi. She'll also, I think, sometimes sell the like sauerkraut juice. I've seen, I think she had kombucha at one point also, I think is what she was making. But anyways, it is so good. It is so good. And Tanya commented, thanks, Tanya. Chia seeds in my smoothies. Yes, I think it's one of the easiest ways to get chia seeds into your body is in smoothies. Mix it up in there and eat that down. So get probiotic-rich foods, get probiotics. The last one here on metabolism boosters is coconut oil. Another easy one maybe you can add to your smoothie. But just so you all know, coconut oil is antibacterial, it's antiviral, it's antifungal. It is phenomenal for your immune system. It is a medium chain triglyceride. If there's anyone out there who has had their gallbladder removed, this is the only oil that you can consume that will not affect your body if you do not have a gallbladder. It's a medium chain triglyceride, so it gets broken down differently than the other long chain fats, even the healthy fats. So if you don't have a gallbladder, you should be consuming coconut oil. You should be consuming the other oils in moderation. And if you do not have a gallbladder, I would highly recommend you finding something called ox bile. Ox bile will help you break down fats when you consume them. Because you do not have a gallbladder any longer. So, but anyways, medium chain triglycerides is great. This is where people do bulletproof coffee. If you've never heard of bulletproof coffee, take a look online. You'll find a good recipe. But coconut oil is a great fat for your brain to give you energy first thing in the morning. And so coconut oil, another just great metabolism booster. Here's the last ones here. Bone broth. Bone broth is one of my favorite. There's another local company called Caldero Bone Broth. She makes it locally from free-range chicken, so it's just a really good source of minerals. And so one of the things that's important about bone broth, and one of the reasons why it's so helpful for your body, is all of the minerals, the calcium, magnesium, manganese, the glucosamine, the chondroitin, all of it is in the liquid itself. So when you consume it, it's bound to a liquid particle and your body absorbs it better than if you got all that stuff from a supplement. So again, I prefer food first. So drinking bone broth as fall is coming and it's getting colder, bone broth is going to be one of my best friends. So I highly encourage you guys, get that into your metabolism. It'll help jumpstart your metabolism, and it also helps with digestive mobility, so helping you go to the bathroom regularly. Number two, or the next one there is ginger. Ginger is a great anti-inflammatory, but it's really good for actually soothing your digestive system. So if you feel like you have IBS symptoms or things like acid reflux, or your digestive system is flared up, so to speak, that would feel like when you consume food, you have to go to the bathroom right away. Like it's very volatile in there. Ginger is very soothing and calming to the digestive system. So you find this in the root form. You can make a tea out of it. You can find ginger tea. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Obviously, you can find it through a supplement, but I would prefer you using the root. I have several patients, including my father, who will take pieces of ginger and he'll suck on it throughout the day. He'll just kind of, almost like a cough drop, so to speak. He'll just kind of keep it in his mouth and suck the nutrients out of it. Great, go for it. Here's another one, hot peppers. Another metabolism booster. This is for somebody who's like, hey, I want to jumpstart my metabolism. What foods can I eat? Hot peppers. The capsaicin in there is hot. It will ignite your metabolism. It'll warm it up. It'll increase your basal metabolic rate, and it is helpful for incinerating fat cells. Capsaicin will do that for you. So hot peppers is a great way to do that. Here's the last piece I want to walk through. As we're talking about, and again, this is part one of a 3-part series, and today I wanted to give you guys the basics of what to do, right? What to change, what to get rid of, what to add in, and the one thing I want to help you guys do is just how to increase a slow metabolism. I would really say that the probiotics and probiotic-rich foods is going to be a big one for a lot of us, and here's the next thing That's really, really important. If you've ever heard people say, my metabolism is slower than it used to be, or, it's slower because I'm older. A lot of times that can be a cop-out, but the reality is there is some truth to it. The truth lies in this word called enzymes. After the age of 40, so if you're over the age of 40, pay attention. After the age of 40, our bodies release less enzymes than they used to. After the age of 40, the body, I've seen research that shows it produces about a third of the amount of enzymes compared to when we were younger. Right? What does that mean? An enzyme digests or breaks apart food. So if you have lower enzyme counts and you eat food, it doesn't digest as well as it could or as it should. So what happens is the protein particles then get passed into your small intestine and your colon. It creates irritation. It creates IBS symptoms. The body then releases excess acid to try to break it down. That feels like indigestion and bloating and GERD, things like acid reflux. And at the same time, our metabolism is not absorbing the nutrients that it's supposed to. So I say all that to say, if you're over the age of 40, most likely you have less enzymatic activity than you used to. Adding enzyme-rich foods or enzymes into your diet can be very, very helpful. So let's talk through it. These right here are foods that are high in enzyme count: avocado, papaya, coconut, cucumber, lemons and limes, ginger, and pineapple. Papaya and pineapple, I want to talk about those. Those have two very important enzymes. Papaya has an enzyme called papain. Pineapple has an enzyme called bromelain. These are proteolytic enzymes. They help break stuff apart. They help the digestive system break protein particles apart. Again, if you're over the age of 40, I highly recommend you adding these things in. Those two are some of my favorites. Lemons and limes would be the next one. This is where you can simply add lemon and lime to your water and you can get enzymes just like that. It's also rich in vitamin C, which is going to be really important for our immune systems this coming fall and winter. So getting lemons and limes into your body, again, really helpful. Cucumber, another one you can simply add right into your water. And then the next one there, coconut, high in enzymes, avocado. We talked about ginger already. So I highly encourage you to get that in. The next thing you can do is if you're over the age of 40, you can actually add in an enzyme supplement. This one right here, and again, we can post this in the link in the comments. It's called Max GI. It is a supplement that has probiotics and enzymes in it. It also has a couple essential oils that are good at killing bad bacteria. So an enzyme supplement, this one's Max GI. It's on my website. There are other enzyme supplements, but if you're over the age of 40, getting enzyme-rich foods into your body, I highly recommend that. Getting probiotic-rich foods into your body, I also highly recommend that to boost your metabolism. This stuff is really, really helpful. It can limit things like acid reflux and IBS symptoms. Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, Selvin, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, lemon ginger tea, fixing his acid reflux. Selvin, you're the man. There's so many things that are happening in our body, and it's really a symptom. It's a warning sign. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's going on. Fix me before I get worse. We don't want to just medicate it. We don't want to just cover up symptoms. We don't want to just, take artificial supplements to artificially boost our metabolism. We can make holistic health changes naturally and really see incredible health benefits and side effects. So, hey, listen, if you're out there and you're looking for more help with your digestive system or metabolism, we're going to post this link. I've been doing these free 15-minute virtual phone calls. We can connect online on the computer. We can connect on the phone. If you have any other questions, whether you're a patient or not, if you're looking for even more help with digestive health, click that link, find a time that works for you. I'll reach out to you. I'm more than happy to do that. And again, if I'm not your doctor, I'm not gonna, prescribe you things or tell you exactly what to do, but I'll listen to what's going on. I'll maybe try and point you in the right direction to get some help moving in the right direction with your health. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of that. It is completely free, and it's my joy and honor to help you and serve you in any way I can. So I hope this was helpful. Again, part 1 of a 3-part series. Today, the big one, let's boost metabolisms. Probiotic-rich foods, get the enzymes in. Oh, one important thing, I will end with this. With probiotics and enzymes, like I said earlier, make sure you're cycling on and off of them or switching them up. It's important to get diversity. Try food first. Throw some supplements in there if you need. Watch your metabolism rev up. Watch your basal metabolic rate go up. Watch your energy go up, your brain clarity, the gut-brain connection. It's all connected. I love you guys so much. I hope this was helpful. Any questions, comments, post them. We'll get to them. We'll answer them the best we can. Love you guys so much. Bless you. We'll see you next week with Metabolism Makeover Part 2.